Hi, I'm Shelly K with the Shellyverse. I'm a magical herbalist, and today we're going to learn how to make a magical incense blend with regular things found around the home, like teas. We are using it today to make a magical incense blend for spring cleaning to get rid of all the oogie boogies. I'm going to take you step by step through how to make this from what you have at home. So let's get started. We've got our regular that you can buy at the grocery store. This is lemon and ginger. We have a mint medley. We have some other specialty ones. This is cinnamon, pear, and black tea. So we have all of these. You're going to need that, and you're going to need something to mix it with. And today, I just got a coffee cup. Just something quick off the shelf to mix it in. Then sometimes it's already all finely ground. So the next thing we're going to need is something to burn it in. It's going to need salt and sand in it to absorb the heat. You're going to need your charcoal. And we're going to show you how to light this too, because that gets a little tricky. You're going to need matches or a lighter. And here we have some extra sand in case we want to put some more in the burning bowl. And that is all you're going to need.
How do I know which tea bags to select?
You just want to think about what spring means to you. That's the most important aspect. Whatever anybody else says doesn't matter, because it's all about you and your home and what your language and what your symbol set means.
So it doesn't have to be a specific kind of tea?
No,
Okay,
no.
great.
It can be, you can just use chamomile. If all you have is chamomile, you can use that, because even more important than the ingredients is your intentions.
Great. Okay, so what do I do next?
We're going to pick a couple of tea bags, and I saw one here I really like. We got Pears cinnamon black tea. Well, this is great because who doesn't love pears and cinnamon? Cinnamon's kind of my thing, right?
Doesn't cinnamon bring in prosperity in the home?
Exactly.
I thought so.
And then what do pears bring in? They bring in comfort. I always think of my grandmother about pears. Then black tea. Well, what's black? Protection. Don't we want to make sure we get rid of all those oogie boogies? Make sure they don't come back in. So this is a perfect base. Now, you don't have this blend, right? So what are you going to do? You've probably got, let's see, we got lemon. And even if you don't have this, let's say you got just a regular tea blend, but you have the bottled lemon, put just a tiny, tiny squeeze of it in there. Lemon's great, and I recommend it because lemon is something, a clean, fresh scent. It gets rid of everything. Lemon is just another one of my favorites. So you can just use that squeeze bottle. You can use a little bit of lemon peel. So you have some dried seeds you forgot to throw out. You can crush that sucker up. If you're going to do that, you're going to want a mortar and pestle. And to do that, you drop it in here, and you're going to grind it. You could even use your coffee grinder if you have one to grind some seeds up. So a lemon seed would be perfect because the seed represents newness, growth, birth, regeneration into what you want. Amazing. I'm liking that a lot. So again, another thing around the house you can use.
Why does it have to be finely ground?
It burns easier if it's finely ground. You're not going to get a lot of spitting and sparks and a lot of smoke because you want to keep that smoke down. If the fire alarm is super close to you, get a little fan and blow it away from the fire alarm, okay? Do not mess with any of your safety instruments. We want you to be safe. The next thing to do is we're going to open it up. I'm taking my lemon ginger, and ginger is really good because it's fiery. It gets the fire in the blood. It's really good about getting circulation moving, so it'll keep energy moving in your home. And it's really good to help get rid of infections, keep you healthy. You want to drink it when you're sick or you got tummy troubles. You want things to settle down. Drink some ginger or ginger ale. Lemon ginger tea is perfect for that. So of course it's in the little tea bag. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pour that in our cup. And be careful because I didn't realize this, but tea bags are open on two ends. So dump it all in. Say you got some seeds over there. Don't put any liquids in yet. We want to put all our dry stuff in first. And then I'm also going to put in my pears and cinnamon black tea because it's got the protection, it's got the prosperity, and it's got that pears, that homey, peaceful, lovey, yummy stuff. So like any other vegetable, fruit seeds that you want to put in, they're dry, grind them up, put them in. This is a perfect time to do that because you want to start with your heavier ingredients first. So we're going to pour that in, and now we can add our liquids and oils. A good thing to know is that oils, they do flame, but when you're only going to be putting a drop or two of them or liquids into your mix, you're only putting just like a drop in, and then you're going to wait for it to be absorbed into the dry ingredients. So you want to make sure that you have enough dry ingredients to absorb the oil. For instance, I have this lemon oil. You can add this. You can add a drop of vanilla oil would be lovely. You can try just the tiniest drop because we're just using enough to just get the essence of it. And that's all you're going to need. Same thing if you're going to use, like I said, the lemon juice. It's just the tiniest drop. And we all know how hard it is to get that lemon juice out of the lemon container. So you may want to do the same thing. You could also get, instead, put some lemon juice on like a spoon. Shake it off so there's just the barest bit on there. And then add that in and stir it all up. Okay, and that's our incense blend. And you don't need it very much. That's all we need. And this is probably even more than what we're going to need for our incense blend. Now I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to think about what I want to have the effect be. What do I want my home to feel like, or my space to feel like as I'm burning it and after. So I'm going to think about everything that makes my home feel yummy. Number one thing is no oogie boogies. Nothing nasty, nothing negative. It's just going to feel fresh and clean and snuggly like a warm blanket, which we don't need in the spring until it gets nighttime and we're cuddling up watching that movie. So that's kind of the feeling I like to go for, is what it feels like to be cuddled up on the couch with a nice cup of tea and just relaxing, enjoying who I am and my space and knowing everything in my world feels good at the moment. So that's what we're going for. So we're going to take this and we're just going to say things to the effect of, I bless this incense with calm and comfort and clean, freshness, purity, protection, and prosperity. All the things that are meant to be mine, that are meant for my higher good, and all those things that belong to me will be welcome in my home. And this will keep those things that are not wholesome or not healthy or ill-advised or harmful will be kept out. And I will feel safe and comfortable and whole in my home, in my space, in who I am. And those who enter my home will also feel safe and comfortable. It will be a nurturing sanctuary to all that are welcomed. So mote it be. Amen. Blessed be. With love and blessings in my heart.
How do we actually use this charcoal? And do you have to have a charcoal briquette to do this?
So yes, you want to make sure if you're going to burn it, you want to make sure you're using these charcoal briquettes. Do not use the one for your grill. They have chemicals, they have all kinds of other things. They're not meant to be in your home or for you to be inhaling things. These ones are made specifically for in home use. These are really dry and you want to keep them dry. So after you open these, you want to put them in like a Ziploc baggie and keep them in the dark away from humidity so that you can continue to use them and get the best from them. They'll burn for about 45 minutes once we get it going. You'll see there's two different sides. This one's got a little dip in it versus the rounder side. So we want to, when we've got it all lit up, we're going to put our incense blend in here. When you're lighting your charcoal blocks, by the way, you want to make sure that you're not touching them because they get super hot, super quick. So I'm going to go ahead and set this in my burning bowl. I've got plenty of sand and everything I need in there. Set this at the edge. And see that? See how it's sparking? That means that it's doing its job. And you can see it, now it's going real good. You can see it on the top. And I'm gonna go ahead and set it in my salt bowl. And this is why you use a salt or sand base so that it doesn't burn anything. I wanna make sure, very careful, sure that it's got something to absorb that heat because it can break glass. Even if you use an abalone shell, you still need to have the sand in there. You can see it's taken off quite good. See how it's got that white bit? We want the whole thing to be covered in that white, smoky looking color. The charcoal block is ready. You can see where it's almost all completely white, which is what you need to know that it's ready. And then we're going to take our incense here and we're going to take just a pinch. Can you see that pinch? It's about that much. And then we're going to drop that on our incense. And you want to try and get it, make sure it all falls in there. See that lovely smoke coming up. Let it permeate the space. And as you can see, there's not too much oil or liquids or anything in there because it's not sparking at us. See, now my smoke is all done, but we can add more on there. We got more. You just keep adding more on there as you need it. I also like to take this around my house and wave it at all the corners and all the windows and tell all the oogie boogies to get out. Anyone who means me harm, any spirit or energies that are not for my prosperity and well-being are forced out of the home. And there you have it. A wonderful spring blend. When it's all done and burnt out, you can already see like it's starting to fall apart. Once it's cooled off, because yeah, you want to make sure all of that is dead and it's all going to just look like that white ash that we saw on the top. And then you can also put some sand on it.
Oh, that's probably not a good time.
We just need about that much water. Pour it on there. And I only pour this on there because you don't want to put a whole bunch on at once. And that's how you do your spring blend incense. I wish you all the best. Big love.